What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So in today's video we're going to be paint matching the valence or lip, whatever you want to call it, for the hard body. If you guys didn't watch the video where I installed it and showed you guys how to install it, I'll have that down in the description below, or I'll have it up here. So I'm going to be using the same exact paint, so I shouldn't have to worry about being a different color and all that, but I'm just more or less going to show you guys how I'm doing it and the methods that I've used in the past that I think will help me now. The first things first, we got to get this thing clean. Now I did clean it with just some water from out of the hose, but I did get this out of the junkyard and this did come off of like some 80s S10. So this thing probably has some oil and grime and dirt and all that stuck on it. So what I'm going to do, what I hope will work, is I'm going to get some warm water, not hot where it's boiling, just warm water with some Dawn dish soap and a Scotch-Brite pad, and hopefully that'll bring it out. So I don't need to sand this down because it's already a pretty coarse texture. I need to get all the oil and grime out of the little grooves. That way the paint will stick a little better. Right here with me I have a green Scotch-Brite pad. So the reason I'm using this over sandpaper is because the sandpaper is just going to scratch it up and make it look not right. Not that this isn't clean, it's already messed up and all that. But with this, at least what I'm thinking is the Scotch-Brite pad will help dig into the little textured pieces and will clean out all the junk. Now that I got finished wiping it down, I'm just going to hit it with the heat gun real quick, the old Harbor Freight one. You don't want to do this too much because then you're going to warp the plastic and it's going to get all deformed and stuff. So this is just a very light pass just to kind of dry it up a little quicker. After you got it all prepped, now you want to use some adhesion promoter. I like to use a Dupli-Color one just because I've used this in the past and I know it works, but I'm sure all the other brands also work just as good as this one. For those who don't know what this is, it's pretty much just like a, I guess you can call it a clear coat. It's clear, you can see the cap, so you don't see it at all, but you spray this on anything that you want to flex. So it helps pretty much, you can see right there, your bumpers and stuff like that that need to be flexing. Since this bumper is going to be scraping the ground daily and my driveway and all that stuff, I don't want the paint to chip off, so I'm going to be using this in order to help the paint stick. Just because I'm using this does not mean that the paint isn't going to flake off. It probably will eventually, but this will help make it stick to the lip. The valence has about 4 coats of adhesion promoter, so now I'm just going to wait about 5 minutes. While I wait for this to dry, I'm going to be mixing up my paint. You don't need to use this paint and a spray gun, but since I used this paint and I have extra, I'm going to use the same paint that I used to paint my truck to paint my lip because I want it to match. But you could use a spray gun, or I should say a spray. You could use spray paint and it'll come out the same. I'm just using a spray gun and my paint because it matches and it's the same paint. So other than that, it should be the same, but I'm not going to film this because I don't want to get my camera painted and with overspray and all that. But yeah, now you just spray it and I'll show you guys what it looks like after. I have the lip right here all ready to go. Now I just need to wait for it to dry. I did about 4 heavy coats I should say. So once this dries, I think she'll be ready to throw onto the truck. It's looking very good though. I don't think I'm going to be wet sanding the valence, since there's, in my opinion, no need to do that, since 1, it's in the bottom of the truck, and 2, it's going to get beat up, so there's no really reason to put so much time and effort into it when it's just going to get all scratched up. However, even though with the orange peel it does look pretty good, not that the orange peel looks good, but what I'm saying is that even though it has orange peel in there, it still looks pretty decent, especially for being a Harbor Freight spray gun. Alright guys, the lip is now finally all nice and dry and ready to go. I would install it right now, but I don't have the bumper on the truck, so I can't install it. But as you can see, there's a decent shine. It does have quite a bit of orange peel, but like I said, this is the lip, so this is going to get beat up, so there's no point of wet sanding this. But I just wanted to give you guys a little flex test, that way you guys know that the adhesion promoter works. You can see where I have it, like it's not even clocked. You could see I'm like fully twisting this thing and the paint's still paint's still cherry. So I would recommend you guys get some adhesion promoter if you're going to be painting a lip or anything that needs to be flexing. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and found it useful. And with that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys.